Welcome back, everybody. Sorry for the delay. I've kind of been sick for a few days, so haven't been able to do anything. But um, welcome back to part two of Let's Play Pool of Radiance. Now, where we left off, we had just finished our character creation, and so right at the beginning of the town here. So we have to go get some equipment. So we're gonna go down this way. Oh, you are outside the city hall. City clerk awaits inside to award commissions. Proclamations are posted on the walls, and it lists some proclamations here. And just happen to have this book open. Oops, I got the wrong one open. Now you will notice something a little different here. I have it into a windowed view, and I got a map and this up here. This is what the game box or gold box companion part of what it does for you, and it actually has journal entries where you can read them, and you can also here go to there and open up the journal itself, and we'll look up these great proclamations. So we have LXIV. So we'll go ahead and find our proclamations here. Here we go. LXIV. Be it known, the Council is interested in acquiring information as to the disposition of various formerly living entities rumored to be harassing honest citizens in the vicinity of Velhegan Graveyard. A reward is offered to any person who shall travel to said graveyard and return an eyewitness account. Okay. We also have LXXVIII, which is right here. Be it known, the Council is offering a reward to any person or persons who can provide information as to the disposition of several Council agents who have been sent to investigate the unseemly happenings in the vicinity of a Hegan graveyard. Okay, CIX. There's another one here. Be it known, the Council is offering an inducement to any individual who shall serve in the rescue force for the mercenary band of Taimog the Invincible, which has disappeared inside Velhegan Graveyard. I have a feeling we'll be going to this Velhegan Graveyard at some point. And LIX. Here, I'll just move this to the side. Be it known, the Council is interested in reclaiming the remaining blocks of the city of New Flan. To reclaim said blocks, they must be first cleared of monsters, vermin, and other uncivilized inhabitants. To this end, the Council is offering a reward to any person or group who is responsible for clearing any block of the old city. Alrighty. And I'm going to go ahead and minimize that again until we need it. Alrighty. We can minimize. Whoops. There's that too. So, as you look here, we have this map, and it's partially filled in. I've played this game multiple times. I'm gonna turn this down just a little here. Okay. And so, I have the main routes for what I do, in there. This here is the Temple of Tempest. It's the third temple here in the town, and all the temples offer the same healing services. The only one we'll have to visit in the playthrough definitely is the Temple of Tyr. There is a quest associated with that. Straight ahead is a weapon shop, so we'll just step in here. Shop specializes in arms and armor. Can I show you our wares? Yes. I'm going to pool the money together because our fighters are going to take more money than the mages. So all told, we have 630 gold pieces. And for Kran, we're going to go with a broadsword. For first level, I like to start with a broadsword because you do better minimum damage. Later on, once you start running into larger than man-sized monsters, long swords are a bit better. By that, we'll get him a shield and some banded mail. And we're going to do the same here for Gronal. Okay. For Brild, our cleric, we're going to get him a flail. A lot of people like maces. I prefer flails. And we'll get him a banded mail and shield. Okay, for Noreliath, as you might recall, he's a fighter mage thief, and we're going to get him leather armor because higher or heavier armor can interfere with his thieving abilities, and we're going to need the thieving abilities. So we got broadsword. We'll have him with his leather and a shield. And this may seem weird. I'm not buying any bows yet. That's because we'll find a bow for him. And then for our two mages, we're going to get some darts. Now in this playthrough, I'll admit I'm going to use a few cheats that are connected with the gold box companion to speed it up. I can increase the number of like here with the darts, I can increase the number they're holding without having to take the time to buy, join, just a little quicker. So now that gives us now 52 platinum pieces. Now 5 gold pieces is equivalent to 1 platinum. So that's going to come important here. I'll exit out here. Okay. And actually we'll go ahead and do this increase real quick. There's an editor built into this, and you can go through, edit just about anything. Your stats, saving throws, spells, all that. But the only thing we're going to do is go over here to darts and apply changes. And apply the changes. Okay. So this way we got enough darts. At least for a little while. So, but yeah, if you look, you're gonna do their hit points or whatever. I mean, you can change their alignments and their icons, colors. But right now, we're just gonna leave that as is. And we'll step into the end here. It'll cost you 1 platinum to rest. Yes. And just let one of the mages do it. Okay, we'll memorize their spells here. Now, at first level, sleep is going to be your best friend. That spell will get you through quite a bit. Now with the cleric here, I'm going to do a detect magic and a couple cure light wounds to start off with. Okay, just make sure we got the speed set correctly. Okay. And we had to rest 4 hours and 45 minutes to regain our magic, or to memorize our spells. We'll go ahead and save it here. And okay. Oops. Oh, almost forgot to equip our items here. Okay. So, Now this is the training as you saw before. Um, I'm going to do I'll actually do my training using the Gold Box Companion to do it, just for ease. But just to show you this, if you have a maid to try to train, they will go through this wall or this door. Clerics go through that door. You come in here, you can duel. You know, basically fight a duel for 100 XP. I probably won't be doing any of that. And you can hire somebody to help you adventure. I don't usually do that either, because they want to share the treasure, and some of them will actually take items from your treasure, so you can lose out on magic items. Okay, this door is your fighter training, and this one is your thief training. There is also a back door into the thief room from outside there. But we are ready. We're going to head into the slums. Now, for the slums, you have to do 15 random encounters and to clear all the set encounters in order to clear the slums. Now, because of our stats, our battles are going to be a little bit tougher. But right here, we just surprised some goblins, so we're going to go ahead and fight them. These leaders carry bows, which make them a little on the dangerous side. Okay. So. And I'm just going to go ahead and let it quickly attack or fight this. Because this is going to take some time. Fortunately, they're not going to hit me too much. I should hit them more often than they hit me. And they're already ready to give up. So, now, for that fight, we have 240 silver, which 10 silver is 1 gold piece. And, even better, there's going to be some bows and arrows in here. The studded leather short swords I don't usually take. But we got 20 arrows there, a bow. Okay. So, now, we'll share the money. That gives us 80 arrows off of that battle. Whoops. So that'll put him in the back, leave him in the back row with a bow to help with. Oh, and it looks like our one warrior got hit for a point of damage. Not a problem. We'll get it taken care of here. This is going to be our first set battle. Several orcs are arguing over some papers. And we will put some of these sleep. Like I said, that sleep is going to be your best friend starting off. Alrighty, and now we'll just let this go quick. Okay, so we got 96 more silver pieces, and, whoops, and a clerical scroll with 2 spells. So we'll take that right there, and we'll share the money. Now we'll go ahead and camp here. In most places, after you've done a set battle, that room will be safe to rest in. Not everywhere, but that's most common. And so we'll go ahead and make sure. Okay, I didn't think I used any of his. And we'll get our sleep spells back. Okay, now because of that one hit point that he's down, I'm going to rest for 1 day. That's going to give it back to him. Also, got our magic back, so we'll go ahead and save it. Okay. Now, then here's going to be battle number 2. A healthy-looking goblin is instructing a group of young warriors. He smiles and says, "I see our opponents have arrived." Okay, and once again, a nice sleep spell. Now, the sleep spell covers 9 squares. So if I put it right there, it's going to cover this square, this square, and this square, this one, this one, this one, and this one, and that one. So, it's a nice area. Can be really beneficial to control your enemy, especially the bow. Anybody with a bow. And on monsters, most leaders will have a bow. Some monsters have them anyways, but most of the time a leader will have some kind of a bow. Okay, money-wise, we got 168 silver. Now, we're going to detect magic in here, though I already know what the magic treasure is. So, go ahead and take items. And we got some leather armor. So, that's going to be good for our, multi-class thief. Everything else there is just plain and not really worth our time. Now, when I first played this game, I used to, if I got an item as treasure, I would take it, and then I could sell it for the money. But you get enough money in this game as you go that it's really not worth the extra weight. Okay. Once again, we'll go ahead and rememorize our spells. And to be honest, later on, once you get a couple levels and everything, it's not as important to rest each time. As long as you have your important spells. As long as you have a sleep spell, maybe you are being approached by some angry goblins. Now, it's possible to talk your way out of this or anything, but we're just going to fight. More XP, the better. Now, you want to make sure you'll have a sleep spell for a possible encounter, but in this case, with the positioning we're in, with 3 sleep spells, we're okay. And just quick, speed that up. Now, for those of you who get a hold of this game and get the Gold Box Companion with it, which is a free download, some of the things you can do, there's this map here, and actually like in battle here, it shows you how much XP the monsters have and all that. But there's the editor. You can save your spell. Once you've memorized your spells, you can save that, and then once you've used a spell, just hit restore spell, and automatically have it, restore it back. You have your journals. It's actually pretty beneficial, even if you don't want to use it to cheat so much as you just want to speed things up or whatever. Okay, let's go ahead and get some more arrows, and these are just going to be plain arrows. At least right now, you're not going to get these random encounters. You're not going to get any magic treasures. Later, you might. Okay. Okay. Now, I know it may seem unusual. I'm not going down here, and there is a reason for that. There is a quest giver down here, which we will go visit at some point, but at the moment we're not strong enough to do the quest, and I'll just hold off on it. Okay. This room is dirty and has a strong and unpleasant odor. Yeah. We come up here, you have entered a very unclean stable. There's evidence a large and untidy animal had lived here. And there's also you find a long leather bag. Will you open it? Okay. Okay. And those are actually magical. I should have done the detect magic, but and we're gonna go ahead and come up here real quick. Okay. And we're going to take out these kobolds, because you interrupt some feeding kobolds. Now, I've heard it said, I call them kobolds. I've heard it kobolds, kobolds. I think everybody has their own pronunciation, kind of along the same lines as lich, lick, however you want to pronounce them. Yeah. These are a pretty weak monster. Not that they can't be dangerous, but fortunately, and we're going to go ahead and use sleep, and we're going to try to get as many as possible. So right there is going to be our best spot. And we'll just go ahead and but yeah, being based on first edition rules, as you progress into more levels, the fighters will be able to take them out so much quicker with what they call a sweep attack, and there you'll basically make one attack for every level. Okay, now if you look, if you look in there was bracers. Now those are magical, and I know what they are. I'm not gonna cast the spell, but they're gonna be bracers of defense, AC 6. I already know that, but we'll get them identified in town very beneficial, to the party. Especially to mages who have, very little to, oh, pardon me, to keep them safe. And as always, we and I may later on in the playthrough go ahead and I'll actually do the save and everything to speed it up. But right now it's only a couple spells. I'll see where we're at here. 888 or 28. Okay. So we'll come up here. Now, one thing on this map, it's going to show you where secret rooms and that are. As you can see, there's a doorway here, just straight ahead. First time I played it, I found it completely by accident because it doesn't tell you, if you look, it doesn't tell you there's a secret door. But if you step in here, you find a treasure hoard. Each player receives 1,173 experience points. Okay, let's see what we get this time, because it's random. Okay, this is 20 arrows and a magic short bow. And we're going to go ahead and give this magic short bow to him. And as I had said, I'm going to actually use my setup here in order to do the leveling. But this is, in here you get 1,000 electrum, 92 gold, 50 platinum, 4 gems, 2 jewelry. 2 electrum is 1 gold. So you got a decent amount, of treasures here. I want to share that. Okay. Now I am going to go ahead and save this. And we're going to do this fight here. This is another set. Some hobgoblins are arguing over a pile of gold. Thieves, they scream when they see you. Okay. Now, one thing in this game, you can actually accidentally target your own party. So I gotta be careful on that. Okay, got 22 XP, 90 copper, 35 gold, which isn't bad, and some long swords. And now, if I wanted to switch over, this is a good time, but not yet. But nice thing is if you search in this room, your party has found treasure. Each party member receives 258 XP. Let's see what we get. This one's a little more random. Ring and the short bow. Okay. Yeah, we'll get that one. And we get 500 gold and 50 platinum. Whoops. Almost left it behind. Oh, I just left it behind. It happens if you hit the wrong button. But now our mages are right there. They're about ready to go up. But I'm going to go ahead and show you this. If you hit the level up on here, Garrett is ready to level up, or Nessus Fighter level 2. And it'll show you how your Thaco improves, which is your hit, what you need to hit, and also how many hit points you get. Okay, with the cleric, he's getting some more spells per day. Let me just do that there. So, yep, we got one more spell. And I'm going to grab Bless. Bless is a very handy spell. It improves your to hit rolls, and pretty much all your rolls improve by 1 while it's effective. And so you can imagine that can come in handy, including like your saving throws. So if somebody casts a spell at you, alrighty. Alright. I think we're gonna go with. Oh, we got another fight here. You are surprised by orcs. So, in a way, this is good because that gives us that extra. And there's no bowman. We'll just do that right there. Now, this game was based off of a module called Realms of Adventure. It's it's a pretty decent module. And they also released a novel called The Pool of Radiance. And then there's 2 more books in that series: Pool of Radiance, Pool of Darkness, and Pool of Twilight. In this game set, there's 4 games. You got Pool of Radiance, Curse of the Azure Bonds, Secret of the Silver Blades, and then Pools of Darkness. And, I will probably go through all 4 games because I do currently have them. Okay. As you see, Brynjolf got hit pretty good. So, let's go ahead and do some have him heal himself a little bit. Whoops. Okay. So, whoops, I'm gonna go this way here for the. Okay, you spy a group of seedy-looking orcs. I'm gonna advance. Now we can parley here, but like I said, we got to do 15 of these battles, so why not get what we can? Now we are going to find a spot to heal before we do the next thing I was going to do, because it's going to we're going to need at least 2 of our spells. At least 2 sleep spells for this battle with where we're at. Okay. Not to mention it wouldn't hurt to heal up. So we'll come back here to our magic room, or to our treasure room. And we'll grab the cure cures. I was hitting the wrong button here. Oh, okay. So now 24 hours is 1 hit point. So we needed 3 hit points. So I just rested for 3 days to build that up. Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and fight him again. But this is part of the reason I like to have multiple mages in my party, is so that I can cast sleep spells. When I first played this, I actually only had 1 mage in my party. Ooh, okay, one of my mages just went down. So, what we do here, we're going to bandage him. And then let's go ahead and by bandaging him like that, he's not going to die on me. And as you saw there, for whatever reason the computer is stupid when it tries to move anybody it's controlling. Okay. So there we go. And now we'll go ahead and he's fully healed. Okay. Advance. Okay, I like to get right up there into their face. Combat them. And in this case, what do you see there? He got 2 attacks. Yeah. Now that only works on monsters with less than 1 full hit dice. So really, basically, your kobolds and your goblins. Anything else? Well, I think there's 1 or 2 other monsters that it'll let you sweep in this game, but you know, it comes in handy, real handy later on when you fight large groups of kobolds or the goblins as well. I know there's places in here that you probably fight 15 or 20 of them at once. Okay. Now, and here's why I was saving the magic. Okay. Well, actually, we'll go ahead and level these 2 up just for their survivability. And now I get to choose a spell. Now, the other spell for first level that your mages are going to live off of is Magic Missile. It can get very effective. It never misses. So you'll always want to have Magic Missile available to you if possible. Whoop, I don't know why I hit the editor. It's not what I wanted to go to. Okay. So, here's our next random encounter, or set encounter. A large orc raises his head and snarls, "How dare you break into our home?" Oh, okay. He's the one that I used it off of already. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and we'll do it right there. This way we get the most quantity. But you can see why that's, the sleep spells were handy here. Okay. See, I like it when the ones with missile weapons go for the sleeping ones because it's a instant kill. So okay. Now we have 400 silver, 80 electrum. Nice haul there. And we are going to go ahead and hit the detect magic. And this is why I came down here. We got a couple magic broadswords and magic chainmail. Now the magic chainmail, let's go ahead and give to Grenal. Also got a magic flail. Whoop, I want to take those arrows too. No. Okay, we're going to go ahead and camp here. Okay. Now in this case, we are still at a point where sleep is going to be our best friend. And go ahead and rest for 14 days here. Just heal up that way. another thing that the companion does, it does have a way for us to instant heal. And down the road, once we're, you know, maybe healing 25, 30 hit points at a time, you know. Alright, and ready for another level here. And Brynjolf's going to get second level spells. And he's going to have 3 of them. So, we'll go ahead and memorize them quickly. Whoop. And I messed up here, so we're going to say that and no. Now, for second level, I like, for where we're at right now, hold person is going to be, you know, probably about the best. Because you can also use that on your orcs and your goblins and whatnot. Now, as you see, our, you know, fighter mage thief is lagging behind in levels. That's going to happen. In fact, we'll just go ahead and look to see where he's at. 911. He's got to get up to 1250 to get his first level. But he only gets 1/3 of the XP because he's dividing it between his 3 classes. So he's got a little while. No water here. We'll go ahead and visit the. See, the table's a ragged old woman. She greets you. Welcome. The price are a few coppers. I will tell your fortune. I'm going to go ahead and pay. The woman's hands make mystical passages while she mutters some words. Her voice undergoes a strange transformation. Blood and violence are writ boldly in your future. Look for friends where you expect enemies, and enemies where you expect allies. The telling is finished. What do? I'm going to leave. You know, you can attack her, but it makes things harder. You're surprised by kobolds. Now that is odd, you know, it doesn't usually happen like that. Where, you know, you get hit twice like that. You know, because basically they got, you know, if you were rolling the dice, you know, which is basically what it is, random number generator, they would need a 20 out of a 20 to hit. You know, and that's with no bonuses. That's just straight. They have to have a 20. So to have 2 of them hit like that, you know, is unusual. You know, to have 3 hit on the same guy, that's okay. Just gonna go ahead and okay. We're going to be heading back to town here. And So it'll keep. Okay, I'll go ahead and. Yeah. We'll just go ahead and let them fight this way here. Actually, here we gotta make a change because they got a situation that we do not want to be in. Okay, we are going to there we go. Oh wait, no, I want to come up here. There we go. There we go. Now we're yeah, in a better position. Make sure we don't have anything we need. Yeah, we got some arrows for him. And then here I'll start collecting some regular arrows for the for Grinnell. Okay. Combat again. See, our main thing is we don't want them to be able to get where they're physically attacking our mages. You know, it's just not a good situation. You know, and I'm sure you can figure out why that wouldn't be a wise thing. But yeah, with first edition rules, you know, there's some things. There's limitations that the newer games don't seem to have. But it's I kind of prefer first and second edition Dungeons and Dragons or Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, and but everyone has their own preferences. It looks like there we go. And battles will start going a lot quicker once we get a little more experience and you know a little bit better equipped. Alrighty. uh, I'm gonna try the. Nope. Sometimes you can talk your way out of it, but so. We'll go ahead and do this, which will help speed it up because it's less movement they get. Okay. If I remember right. We can pay something here, or if we can fight them. And I wasn't expecting them to have the pay, so we'll just go ahead and fight them. We gave them a chance to save their hides. that leader's going to try to run away from me. Which he made it. Okay, because that's the other thing they can do. They can try to run. Okay, and now I mentioned about this. I'm going to go ahead and use it. It's in camp fix. So I've clicked that and I just hit in camp. And there we go. And I did that just because he was getting pretty beat up. If we wait, okay, yeah, if you wait on a surprise like that, sometimes they'll flee. Now, I don't know what's going on here. This does not happen very often. Well, I can show you something else here. We're going to hit. Okay. Now we're going to delay. Oh. Here we go. Now, I'm going to use a whole person here. And you can target up to 3 monsters. So, 1, 2, 3. Now, it won't always work, but in this case it did. Oh. And now I can move him back. And my mage is now protected. Oh, he was. Okay. That's twice he's gone down. Okay. And really all that does, unconscious does to you is you don't get the XP for the battle. I mean, it's not going to be as bad as if you did a... Yeah. If you've been dead, which... yeah, that creates all other problems. Okay. Well, I I don't know the last time I was in this many random battles and just like this. Very rarely do I get into one every step. These bowmen get problematic. Here we go. I'm gonna have to look 'cause I may have accidentally hit the search function on, which increases your random battles. But there you go. I accidentally hit the wrong button and it tried to attack my own guy. Fortunately, it warned you before you do it. And I know this video is going to be a little bit long. Like I said, I didn't expect to be in this many random encounters right yet. What's nice is when they turn around like that, you get a free shot at their back. he's going to need some arrows here. Again. Okay, now we're back in town. And we're going to start off going to a... let's see. And it's the same ones we saw earlier. So, I'm going to start off resting for a day. Just to get our magic back. Or just to make sure everyone's healed up. Or, everybody's ready to go here. And we'll grab my spells back. Now we can do 11 days. That'll be enough to heal everybody up. But this is where that healing thing is very beneficial. Okay. Oh, we are going to go ahead and let's see. Let's go 6 hours. We just gotta get it there here. Oh. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cast my detect magic spell. This way I can see every magic item I have, so I make sure I identify it. Oh, okay, now I know it. I must have that on there. I'm actually... Oh. Yeah, that's what happens. I hit the search, so every step was taking 10 minutes game time. Which, when that happens, it it checks for encounters more often. Well, we'll be able to do this then. I'll just have to do it without the... I can look at a lot of this. And we'll go ahead and sell that. Okay, I'm going to sell his bandit armor and give him the chainmail. The same chainmail plus 1 bandit and regular bandit armor have the same armor class. It's just a little bit lighter, so you'll be able to move further. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, we're low on that, so we'll just sell some jewelry here. Appraise. There we go. It takes 200 gold to identify an item. So. So now, there we go. Grithia is going to survive a little bit better. And actually, so we'll... Yep. Oops. So we'll heed to a point. Okay. So I still have, what, 10,000 gold pieces roughly. Now, oh, what I can do real quick is we'll go ahead and improve two of our people here. You know, now that I have the money, we'll buy plate mail for two of them. You know, but at 400 gold apiece, it's not something you really start off with. You can, but then you're shortchanging your other party. Okay. And that brings them down to a -2, which is it's going to be beneficial. Okay. Now, one thing I want to look here is there's a shop right over here that has an item. Yes. I want to see what the price is. 25,000. That fine composite longbow. It allows you to add your strength damage bonus to your, to your shots or to your arrows. So you'll be doing quite a bit more damage. So, okay. We are going to go ahead and save. And I'm going to go ahead and end it for tonight. So, you have a great day, everybody.